Hello, beautifuls of the feed. It's me, Benji. I am going to be doing a general tarot reading for you today. If you do resonate, please definitely hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the Soul family here, and also leave a comment. If you resonate, just let me know what you're resonating with. That'd be amazing. And I'm going to get straight into it. So today, I'm going to be using the Dreams of Gaia, and we're going to get one card and just going to do that again. And let's go. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Let me know in the comments. How's your day? Hope it's going good. I hope it's a beautiful day. Whoa. So this card here kind of came out before, just before I started the reading, and it is intuition. So today's card is intuition. I feel like intuition can be very self-explanatory. It seems like it's a very powerful time for you to be diving into your intuition, following it, just being very trusting of it, in the search of knowledge. And it's very interesting. We have a black cat. We have a spider. We have the moon. We have the spider's web. We have an owl. And a circle around in the background with a lot of text around it. I think it's really beautiful. I am going to grab the book. I get witchy poo. Witchy poo. It's so funny. That's kind of what I get. I get witchy poo from this. Confident, strong witch, had a awakening, had a rebirth, and is now just this like fruitful, abundant witchy poo. But like that's kind of what I'm getting. If you know what witchy poo is, it's just like a strong, confident person that is kind of like the new age witch, like it's very strong, confident, and self-care, a lot of things like that. But also I'm getting in the pursuit for knowledge from this card. So I am going to just go to the page really quickly. And I was thinking, since it says intuition, I might as well just go into it and give you what I thought of the card first. We have intuition as page 141. There's so many pages in this book. There's like 400 pages. Intuition, signs, patterns, synchronicities, trust. This is literally what it is. It's the first thing that happened. It's the same card as what came out before when I was pre-shuffling and saging. Intuition is your sixth sense, the voice of your unconscious mind. Heed your intuitive feelings. Intuitive skill born of practice. Pick the option that feels right. Strengthen your intuition. Tap into your other senses. Make your best guess. Be both intuitive and rational. Watch and observe intuition or bad past experiences. Seek a second opinion. There are many words and phrases used to describe the subject of the sixth influence card. Intuition, that funny feeling, an inkling, a sneaking suspicion, a hunch, a knowing, a feeling in one's bones, a gut feeling, a premonition, a presentment, and a foreboding. It is inexplicable. You cannot pinpoint why you feel or believe as you do. You just know it in your gut, and every fiber of your being demands that you listen. What is intuition? Intuition is your sixth sense. Intuition is a knowing or a gut feeling that you experience without fully understanding the logic or reason behind the feeling. It might defy rational thought or explanation, but you want to trust it, nonetheless. Intuition is a bridge between consciousness and unconscious minds, between instinct and reason. It is your unconscious mind communicating with you. It can come to you in a flash of insight or feeling, or you can have an intuitive experience within a dream or a daydream. It is also something quite often experienced during creative endeavors. So today's card is very much just about intuition. So that's our general energy for today. Intuition. I feel like you're kind of like coming into your own, like it's a new step forward in intuition. So let's put this aside and get on with our reading today. I hope you do enjoy the reading today, and this little thing at the beginning, I kind of love it. It kind of gives like a nice little vibe to the reading. So let's go with my Prophet Tarot and see what we got coming out today. We do have the King of Swords. The King of Swords here is really giving that sense of like being a king, being almost like grounded and being very practical and rational. And, you know, like using your head over your heart at this point. I feel like the King of Swords is really kind of like that real strong energy that's kind of like here. So we have the King of Swords. I guess you wanted to fall out. Ace of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups is really, you know, giving that sense of a newfound opportunity with like a creative idea, or maybe just like it always gives me a sense of like a connection, you know, like this newfound connection or like a creative connection of some sort. It's like taking a leap of faith, you know, like the Ace of Cups. You're like being handed something by the universe or even offered something by someone else. So I really kind of get that from that today. We do have the Hierophant coming out, and the Hierophant here is really showing, I feel like this one always gives me like there is some sort of like traditional like teaching going on, like you're learning. There's like a dismantling of old beliefs or something. So I really feel like the Hierophant really gives me the sense of like learning. And you know, like if you look at the card, like you can kind of see it, like there's two dudes here in the front, and then there's the Hierophant up here, and he's the teacher and the guide, and he's like teaching these two down here. So I really just feel like that's kind of what I'm getting today, is this really like traditional teaching. You know, you're learning a lot, you're uprooting old values and transforming them into new ones that just serve you better. So I really feel like the Hierophant's just kind of beautiful today. Beautiful, I say. We have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords here is really just giving a representation of like moving away from a difficulty and, you know, like finding a new place after a struggle. So this is really beautiful. I love this for you because it seems like there has been a struggle. Obviously, this card suggests in the past it would be like there is a struggle. So this makes me feel happy in the sense of like, you know, moving forward past the struggle, you're learning a lot. There's this new connection or an offer of like a creative endeavor, or like, you know, just like a connection, like a growth connection of some sort. I love it. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups here is always kind of an interesting card for me because it's kind of like stuck in between a rock and a hard place, you know? It's that saying, you're kind of like in between, you're a bit stale, a bit stagnant, you don't really know which way to go. So it's like moving on from that difficulty, but from before, like you're still kind of like, you're like basically going to this point where like you're on the boat, but then when you get to land, right? You're going to be a little bit stuck. And it gives me a sense of, you know, like just having like a doubt or like something is holding you back to be able to really fully let go of whatever you're moving away from. So it's like grief, but it's also like with that card that came out before, the first one, intuition, it's really just giving me like follow your intuition, your gut feeling, you know that this is probably the right path that you're on, and letting go is probably like the best thing. And I feel like your intuition will tell you that. We do have strength coming out here. So courage, have the courage to keep going, and you will have the courage to keep going. You have the strength of a Leo, I believe, because this card represents the courage and strength of Leos, essentially in my mind. It's ultimately like you have the courage and strength to ultimately like tame the lion. So that's a lot. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's because I'm a Leo. I think I'm just making fun of myself. It's okay. But it's like one of those things where like you have to be in a certain way and a certain energy to really tame the Leo as such. So I think you have the courage to tame the lion, in the metaphorical sense. Not me. Like in the metaphorical sense of like taming a lion metaphorically. Yes. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands here is really representing a burden. It's too much. You got to let it go. There's just too much. It's a heavy burden. You've been carrying it for too long, and it needs to be released, because I think the Ten of Wands is ultimately that point where you're like almost at that little town. I'm seeing the story. It's crazy. Okay, it's like you're like, so you were like in another country, but not realistically. Like you were in a different land, like a different planet, like a different energy, and then you kind of like got offered this thing, this journey, and then you started learning. And then you got on like your little metaphorical boat and you started going along the wavy emotions of all the waters. And then you got to the beach, and the city is in the distance in the background, right? And there was this like stagnation, and you had to be courageous with strength, to make it over that little hill that I see in the Five of Cups. And then with the Ten of Wands, you're carrying all of this burden, and the little town is just there. You're almost there. I don't think I can actually say I've ever seen that before in the cards, but I had to. It's a synchronicity for me. I see the story. I think I've like had an awakening today. I don't know if I should share that, but like I'm a little bit speechless, actually. Wow. I need to share. Okay, we have the Hanged Man, so that's exactly what I was saying. It needs to be released. Intuition pop off. Okay. Did I just have a moment of intuitive clarity? Is that what's happening? It's overwhelming. Okay. It is all about intuition today. Signs, synchronicities are all there. The World. My eyes are fogging up. Okay. The World. So we have the World, and that is completion, wholeness, a successful end of a journey. Okay, so you're at the city. You're now there. I feel like the World is really showing that sense of like being there, like you're in this place where you can like do anything you ever wanted, and you can be the best you could possibly be, and like you're just in a good place, like this gives me a sense of like the journey has been so hard, and I feel like I'm looking into the past here. It's so interesting. It's like I feel like this sense of these cards here, the strength, and like these ones specifically, like the end of it, I feel like that's essentially now. And then like this stuff here is like what's been happening in the recent past, or it could have just been your life. It's really interesting here. I don't think I need any more cards. Like this is just like an interesting reading today for me. Like intuition popping off, and I don't even need any more cards to really like give myself clarity. Like it's really interesting. Okay, anyways, thanks for not putting up with me, but like thanks for bearing with me, because like I'm just having a moment. Having a moment of clarity. It's my new song anyway. I'm joking, I'm being silly. I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it, I can just be it. We got daily affirmations, so I just thought I'd do daily affirmations. That one's sick. That looks really cool. I love that one. I love that color. That's my favorite color at the moment. I am willing to see that my sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. Every cell in my body is conscious and it communicates with each positive thought I have. I celebrate all the greatness in my life. Heck yeah. And we have, when I lead from a place of love, people respect me. Wow, okay. This is the epic reading. This is the epic reading. I think what I need to do is we just need to like move on to some other cards since it's all about intuition today. Let's do the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. And can we just get like a general extra clarity for this reading today, please? That'd be cool. We have the Two of Wands, the Eight of Chalices, whoa, fiery, confident witchy poo, and the Hermit. See, that has like the health symbol on it, and then the Chariot. Okay. It's very interesting. These cards always really just like kind of stun me. Hello? Oh, did you hear that? Okay, so we have these cards. The Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is a man. He's holding out his hand and he's holding like the sun. He's like grabbing onto the light. He's really moving towards the light. Going to a place of like full intuition, full light mode. That's what I'm going to call it. And he's got his like little trusty companion cat there. He's resting, and the dude should be resting, but he's not because he's not at the end of his journey yet. It's just, you know, like not the end of your journey because the journey never ends. But I feel like this energy knows that you just got a little bit more to go and then you can rest. So I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting from that one. Okay, the Eight of Chalices, talking about resting. So I feel like that makes sense. You can rest at this point where I feel like there's this like, interestingly enough, I'm getting a connection here with another person. I don't know specifically what it is, but I feel like you're heading towards something, and I feel like once you're with this other person or once you're in that other person's energy, you're going to feel very restful. And it's like camping on here as well. So it could be something to do with nature or like, you know, like you both like to just go walk in the garden or like through the park or like go look at the stars or whatever. So I just feel like that's what I'm getting from that card. And this kind of energy brings on this newfound confidence for you. So you're just going to be so confident, fiery, you know, her hair is like, oh, I love it. The Page of Wands, right? So the Page of Wands is just excitement, you know, starting a new creative journey. You're so confident as well. That's what I get from that. You know, you're ready to take on the world, and you have the light in your hands. You know, it's kind of what I'm getting. We do have the Hermit. So the Hermit here is really showing me a sense of kind of like, this Hermit always like gives me the sense of like having no issue with the darkness or the shadow, and it really giving me the sense of like, you know, your health and stuff. It's all to do with these processes. You always have light, even in the shadows, and you know, like I feel like knowledge guides you forward. So that's what I'm getting from that card. I'm not really getting like you're in darkness and you're moving out of it. I'm getting that like there is darkness around, there is chaos, but you have light and it doesn't matter. That's kind of what I'm getting. Because I feel like the Hermit, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like being content with being alone, you know? We do have the Chariot, which is birth of a new idea, like, you know, cherish your ideas like they are a baby, or this is a sense of like a new baby being born. That's so interesting. being like the conception of a baby. Very traditional and, like dual. It's almost like a christening of some sort. These are just the words that I'm getting from this card. Multilingual. I got that word. Multilingual. So, multiple ethnicities in one coming together and cherishing. So that's what I'm getting from that card. Very interesting. I've never felt those things before or had those come to me from any of these cards. So I hope you did enjoy this little tarot reading. I don't know what a tarot reading. I'm sorry. I am going to just do some oracle cards now. So we shall. And I'm going to do the fairies because the fairies are always just the best. Magical blessings, everybody. Wherever you go, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Well, anyone that watches this and gets to this point, bless you. Bless you. May love and light and the magical fairies come and bless you as well, because I think they'll do a better job than I do. But, I send you the blessings as well. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is a time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. I love that card. Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it's, guys. My nose got so runny and itchy all of a sudden, eh? So temptation's coming out, and I really feel like that's so easy to mess up on. I know that I haven't been good lately. I've been eating bad food. Not bad food, because food's still food, but I'm not even going to talk about it because it's it comes from a place of lack, but I don't feel like I'm lacking even though. So, yeah, I know that I am, and it's more like nutrients and things like that. So, I get it. I love eating healthily, but sometimes it's hard. I hope. There's always hope. I love this card. This is our next one. Hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can change a negative situation to a positive one. Is that why I said what I said? Because I always feel bad. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad that I sometimes struggle with things. I know it may not look like I do, but I am abundance, and even if I don't have food to eat, I have love in my heart, and abundance is everywhere. So yeah, it's just a mindset that I have. So I feel like that's why I said it, right? Because there's always hope. Got me feeling vulnerable. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. This is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. I'm having profound moments right now. There's so many synchronicities for me, lining up. I say something, pull out a card, and it's literally giving me the answer of why I feel the way I do. And the last card that we have is Precious Time. What's under it? Manifestation. Cool. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So we have those ones. Okay, thank you, fairies. That was so beautiful. I loved it. Thanks for the signs and synchronicities. Okay. I think it's time for me to end out this reading. So, with that, I do one last card from the Dreams of Gaia because it just seems so fitting to end it out with the deck that we start with one card. I just randomly did this the other day and it just felt so good. So, choice. This is the first card in the whole deck. Okay. Choice. This card, I was kind of like trying to explain this to my friend the other day, like, and like just without looking at the book, knowing anything about it. Excuse me. I don't know what's happening. I'm like being overwhelmed by like. Okay, so there's like three faces. There is a shadow face that is crying. There is a light face that's like light and glowing like light. And then there is a face in the background that you can't really see, and it's like obscured by the light one, but it's there. It's like this third entity face. And then there's three portals, right? So there's three choices. There's the snake in the tree, which represents like the knowledge. It's holding a torch and lighting, like giving you the torch to go forward. The galaxy is in the portals, and the tears of the lady with the shadow face is what I'm going to describe it as. It's like a shadow light, and then like there's a super dark one behind it, like the void. And it's like the tree of life on like a floating island going through space. And there is like a waterfall of tears going off the side. Wow. It's so deep. I just thought I would like kind of give my description of like what I see, because sometimes it's like harder to see on the camera or whatever. So now I'm just going to go to the number. It's number 0. So I feel like choice is really that like beginning cycle. If we were to represent that to or relate it to the normal tarot deck, this would be the Fool. So I don't know if specifically it's going to have the same meaning, but it would say that it is, like what it is, choice. You got opportunities, you got options. What does it say here? Choice, options, opportunity. Oh, random. Free will, self-determination, mindfulness, manifestation. Wait. I looked at like the card underneath before on the fairies, and it said, what is the one underneath? And it said manifestation. And now it says manifestation. Okay, I'm seeing the signs. It's so crazy. Cause and effect, reward, consequence, and procrastination. Choice creates reality. Belief is a choice. Inaction is a choice. The choice is yours. Determine your direction. The past has influence. Choice offers reward or consequence. Weigh your options. Choose wisely. Stop procrastinating. Be responsible for your choices. Awareness empowers. All that you are and all that you have learned and experienced is born of choice. The choices you have made, the choices others have made on your behalf, or the choices they have made for themselves that have impacted on your influenced life. You may believe that you have no choice, but that in itself is a choice. You may also experience your right. It may exercise your right to allow others to decide for you. This too is a choice. You may believe that you have too many options and allow this to confuse and cloud your ability to choose. Yet this is yet another choice. You are free to choose or allow others to choose for you. You can choose blindly or with care. You can choose to act or procrastinate. You can make your choices wisely with knowledge and awareness, or make them in ignorance. Whether you choose to believe it or not, you are blessed with free will, the power to act and choose independently and determine your future. You are a product of your choices and the choices of others. All that surrounds you within your environment is the result of your choices, and the choices of others. all comes back to choice. That's literally like all it says. And I think that's pretty deep. You know, we have intuition and we have choice. This is our reading for today, ladies and gentlemen. I've never said ladies and gentlemen before, but I'm so deeply profounded by this. And I don't know if profounded is a word, or being deeply profounded by something. Is that how you would say it? Anyway, I'm in profound shock. I really enjoyed this reading today. If you did and you found there was any synchronicities or signs or anything going on for you, if you related to this reading, or, you know, anything, you want to join the Soul Family, subscribe, comment, like, all that great stuff, check out my website. If you want a personal reading before Christmas, I'm 50% off until January the 1st, 2025. And also, if you just wanted to like donate, you could do that if you wanted. There is a page for that, but honestly, none of that is necessary, and that's why I put it here at the end of the video. And I will see you all in another one. Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, this was an amazing reading. Thank you so much, Spirit. We appreciate it. Bye-bye.